Hey, welcome. It's lovely to see you, my stars. I'm sorry for being a bit late. Yeah, shit happens. Um, well, but I was up a little later last night. Also, to be fair, so go watch Unpacking. That was a fun game. Uh, yeah. So we have one more Lego set today. I say one more. I got others, but we got one today. And then the next Monday we're gonna be doing something different. I have to limit Lego sets for the foreseeable future for reasons. So we will be doing them like once a month. Um, I'll still be streaming those other Mondays, but this will be the Lego build stream for this month, and we'll readjust that next month. Um, and then Wednesday, Outer Wilds. And Sunday, we will get back to Phoenix Ray. We'll start the third game on Sunday. But yeah, well, let's get started with today. Hope everyone enjoys. I'll be doing this funky little set. It's weird. I'll admit. It's got the droids, but then it also has accessories. I'll be honest, the first couple times I looked at this set, I didn't even notice it had accessories, but I mean, I will. Let's see how it handles all this, because it's very mix and matchy. Hmm. 12 bags, okay. Today is going to be a proper build day. Looks like also. 12, 10, 8. That's bag 1. We'll keep that. 2. Wait, no, that's bag 9. 8, 9, 10. 7. 3. 11. And 2. Alright. Oh no. Stay upright, please. 11, 10, 9, 8. Close enough. And then a bag of instructions. Okay. Okay, so each droid is going to be built along with a specific set of accessories, but the accessories that each droid builds with are compatible with all the droids. At least that's, I think, what the case is. We're probably going to actually store most of these accessories, because, sure, but at the same time, meh. So this is... I'm going to start with R2-D2. Let's see, an R2D2 is going to be... start with bag 1, but wheel R2 have... Let's see if I can... I'm sorry. Okay, so maybe they're not compatible with every... Oh, I can also mix and match the droid parts, of course. Huh. Let's see. Am I going to need baggy 2 for this build? I'm going to need up to bag 3. Okay. I'm going to make sure I have 2 and 3 ready. Another one. That was not the right. Whoop. Did reset the counter. Yep. And it is visible. Good. Oh, no, no, no. Aw. One floor brick. Oh, there it is. Okay. Why? Oh, okay. Oh, that's not... Why is it... Shit. No, it's more that the window is bugged out entirely. Um, I have to like... Alright. So this is where we're at. We didn't even really get through an entire droid. I can't just, you know? Yeah, so I was working on this. Let's see, where was I when I came? Oh yeah, I was going to put this in here. Oh, other way around. Okay. Yeah. But yeah. Jeez. This way or that way? Which way? Which way's up? Pretty sure it's this way up. Oh. Eh. Wait, don't turn. I'm not supposed to turn it all the way around. Oh no. Let me see if... Yes, that brick does eventually go there anyway, so... It's not a mess up, it's a jump ahead. Happy accidents, you know? Hmm. Alright. Alright, big two. This is a times two kind of deal. Yes. This is the this is exact. There is no. It's the same day. Absolutely the same day. I'm not going to then be stitching 2 weeks of material into one. Absolutely not. Eh. Ah, shite. There's floor book number 2. Oh, no. It's a continuation. Ephira. I see that you cleared me, but really we're on 2. Yeah. We're just picking up, like as if nothing happened. Thank you. Did my chat just go down for a second? Huh, all right. Well, what? It's up. It's up again. Hmm. There you are. Bam. Huh. I only grabbed the 2. Wrong way. Damn. There we go. Okay, and apparently I'm just putting these to the side for a moment. Presuming it's still ×2. I think. Probably? Maybe? Yeah, I'm presuming it's still ×2. And then yeah, just snap on like that. Jeez, could they get a slightly brighter dark blue for the instructions print? Like, just as long as they make sure I know what color it's supposed to be, it doesn't have to be as quite as accurate on page, you know? I need to be able to see detail. And we have legs. What? Oh, well, okay, just put that back on. There you go. Okay, and then... Why? There we go. Leg. There we go. We have a decapitated R2 now. Now let's make the cap. Interesting. What's up with this irregular shape here on this bit? Oh, it's because there's gonna be some those connection points. They need to make it have connection points, of course. It's a little too like it works. It absolutely works, but this is just a normal eye. This is just a normal eyepiece. Like you get another one of these and it's just a normal eye. As far as Legos are concerned, you know? the uncanny R2 with the human eye. There we go. I like how it rotates, you know? Glad it does that. So we have one R2-D2. We'll need you again in a moment, but first we're gonna build a little Leia. Yes, I am excited to be building the little Leia. I hope if any of I hope if any of the people who think that little Leia ruined, you know, is one of the reasons why, one of the evidence for how Disney has ruined Star Wars watches. I hope they know that I am excited for this because it is good. I also get Lola. There you go. There. And Lola. Oh yeah, and she's gonna have get a little stand for Lola also. Nice. Nice. Another of those nice 25th anniversary bits. I need to get Cal Kestis. I'm thinking about it, and I think that's one of the last ones I don't have from the 25th is Cal Kestis, but I'm not buying that entire Star Destroyer. So I need to see if I can get a relatively cheap Cal Kestis, like from Brickset or something. ×2. Oh, okay. ×2, but they do in fact give me the proper amount of pieces, not the pre-hydration. All right, cool. Water, it'll quench you. Are they not in the small pieces? They aren't in the small. That? Why would you tell me to put it together like this if it's supposed to be like this anyway? Kind of insane, but okay. Alright. Thrusters. You know, little like thrusters accessory added. Technically, I believe these are interchangeable accessories. So I'm putting them on where they tell me to when I build them. But once I've built all of them, I'm gonna go back and, you know, do what I want. You know. No. Well, that's 3, I'm guessing, even though I can't find it, so I can't... Oh, no! Chair! Haha! Ha 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 ha! Let's just plop that right there. Pair of headphones. Nice big Clunky headphones. These accessories get pretty out there. You know? I'm betting each book's gonna have one normal accessory, one yay, Lego. One weird accessory, and the one like Y accessory. Because we got the thruster so far. Headphone and rubber duck floaty? But yeah. Hi! Haven't seen you in a bit. How you doing? Well, I'm glad you're relaxing. I hope you were able to beat up your opponents with swords just as well. What was that quote from like? What was that quote from Mulan? Like, don't start any fights, but if someone else starts one, you better beat their ass. I know Mushu did not say the word ass, like, but like something like that. Kick butt. I think kick butt. No, yeah, that is it verbatim. Fair. Well, did you kick their ass, though, whoever you're fighting? Aha, good. Women with swords. Good, good. Mm. Mm. Yeah. Yeah. I have always wanted to... Why am I already putting that on? That's not supposed to go on yet. Always wanted to learn more about swords. I learned some basics about fencing long time. Ooh. Yes, parallel play. That's kind of one of the main purposes of this stream. But yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, I was trying to say, I learned a bit about fencing, because, one of my parents taught fencing in college, so there's always been swords and fencing equipment, like, around my childhood home. So, I learned a little bit, you know. Nothing too major, though, I admit. I didn't really get all that into it. But, one of my sisters and I would beat the shit out of each other with some, like, training, training rapiers when we were growing up. Yeah. Never even allowed to spar? Ugh. That's homophobic. So, let's see. So this pops off there. And we pop this off here. And then we can put that on like that. And we have R2 with a floaty. R2 with a rubber duck floaty. I'm taking this off. No, like, it's well done. No, sorry. But yeah, rapier and dagger. Oof. I should learn how to properly fence instead of just, you know, beat people up with a rapier. Training rapier, even not even a real one. Should learn proper fencing, and then you can, and then we can spar. Yeah. She's serious mix and match, you know. Alright, that was R2. Now we have... Honestly, I'm not sure what droid this is. Ah. I wish it was as easy as just coming to event of person, because distance, the tragedy of the online trans community is nobody is near each other. Yes, Afire, you are always near in my heart. You're right. In my heart, my mind, my dreams. Okay, cause. Yeah, okay, that's accurate too. Mischief. What doctors? To imply I have doctors would imply I yeah. One fatal flaw in your in your joke. I don't have money for doctors regularly. Yeah. Wait, this is the... Oh. Yeah, yeah. Wrong one. I moved the wrong thing. There we go. Yeah, yeah. There should be... They should be doing the opposite of what they're doing with the government right now. They should be giving trans people, you know, like extra special free healthcare, you know? Like we should She should be able to just give us estrogen out of a candy bowl, you know? Like, walk into our representative's office and it's just there, you know? Like, well, thank you for talking with us. Would you like a handful of free estrogen? Yes, and $40,000 cash. Absolutely. I wonder if I'll ever get big enough that the clip of me saying free estrogen like candy in a bowl will be used against me. Unlikely, but that would be funny. That would be funny. One can dream. I'm just, you know, like, I just think it would be funny. Some literal titty Skittles would be amazing, yes. But yeah. Yeah. You know what? I'm unironically advocating for that. We should have more candied medication. I don't know how feasible that is. Honestly, I have no clue how feasible that is. But, like, you know, we have Flintstone gummies. Why can't we make, like, estrogen gummies or something? Fun Dip E and T edition. That's for the that's for the real self self customizing trannies who want a bit of E and T. Yeah. You get a bit of both E and T. You get a bunch of the dips. You get a dipping pod, whatever, of E and T, and it's got a little instruction to say, like, you know, this much of them will do that much, and you just, you know, have as much of each as you want. Ooh, fair. Okay. Honestly, I think we need... I need... And I do have someone I could call about this, but we need an expert on... expert on pharmaceuticals, or at least, you know, chemistry, to help to guide us through making estrogen candy. Because, you know, I'm betting that there are some reasons why you can't just do it. Like, I'm betting there's certain candies you can't with, and certain, like, methods that might disrupt the bioeffectiveness of it. But, like, there's gotta be a way, right? Where there's a will, there's always a way, yes. Even if you have to pioneer new methods. That's a good one. Yeah, yeah. Do we need to? Yeah. Okay. Will E. Wonka should definitely be. Honestly, if there is uh, ever someone who could make estrogen candy, it would be Willy Wonka. Yeah. Um. Yep, Will E. Wonka. Willy Wonka, you know, because you said you need to find someone with a. Ephira, that was a Ephira's joke. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, Ephira, did you accidentally suggest Wonka? No, 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 no. It's the So technically, yes, I do mean Willy, but like I wanted to emphasize the will part. But no, no, you know what? I'm pivoting now. It's Wile E. Coyote's like Will Estrogen Wonka. Okay, you know what? Yeah. Will Estrogen Wonka. Mm-hmm. Nope, that's definitely better. Better than anything I was gonna say. Willow Wonka. Fair. We could fix her. Actually, legitly, I mean, considering how fucked up some of the factory is and processes and how the original book Wonka definitely killed those kids. I think estrogen would have fixed her, but not like in a she's no longer fucked up way, but she knows how to express it through kink properly way. That too. That too. Yeah, we could fix her love of forced labor. Ooh. We could try to at least. That's the capitalism, unfortunately. I don't know how much we can actually help about that. And the British imperialism. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Are, like... Are we sure we could actually fix that much? Because, I mean, like, yeah, ideally, we'd fix the British imperialism, but, like... I don't know. Unfortunately, actually, I don't know if that would actually work when it comes to Willy Wonka. I think unfortunately that part we can't fix. At least not without, you know, removing all British imperialism. Yeah, not in an hour and a half movie, absolutely. And I feel like that the problem is that it's not really a her specific problem, you know? That's gonna be the issue there. It's more of a revolutionary kind of problem. Which doesn't say it couldn't be done. I'm just saying, it's not really a fix it in one person kind of way. Or kind of thing, Wonka versus the world. So are we actually, wait, are you proposing that we somehow fix her just enough for her to be anti-imperialism, and then she will do the rest? Are you proposing that we just have to fix Willy Wonka, and then trans femme Willy Wonka will take down British imperialism across the entire world? I don't need that. I'm imagining now that... Watch that miniseries, yeah. I'm imagining now that it involves some unethically spiked candy that is shipped across the world. I mean, that's how she'd do it, right? Like, she'd produce some sort of, like, mind-affecting candy that'd be like, don't do an imperialism, and then, like, ship it across the world. And there'd also be estrogen in it. But, well, Ah, yes. Finally, we found it. The remake or remake, sequel, reboot that the people would actually want to watch, and that the studios would not greenlight. Yeah, never, ever, ever. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you assuming it wasn't going to be avant-garde horror? Like, it's going to be avant-garde horror where the protagonist is just correct, Like, you can still have horror where the horror is not the People's Wonka. Yes. Damn, what was her name? Who made the People's Joker again? We could get her on the line. I think she could do it. I love making my content entirely unwatchable by a cis audience. You know, someone's gonna get up to that point where we start talking about Transfemily Wonka and just check out just completely. And that's on purpose. If you're still here, congrats. Can I suggest trying estrogen? Yeah, it is. It's very tasty. That's number 3. Alright, Fyra. Getting a lot of tasty offerings this week. Yeah, I need to go back and check what my record was, but it was like 100. Yeah, there was a floor brick of fire. But yeah, my record's like 100 because I dropped like an entire section of a build. Like I forget what it was, but basically it was like a wing of a ship that I was building, and I dropped the entire wing, and a fire had me count every single brick that I dropped. But yeah, most streams end in the like, you know, honestly, I'm some streams I've gotten away with without any floor bricks, but most of the time it's like 2 to 5. You know, it's just something little and silly to do. You know, the brick separator moments when I start racking those up, you know, it's a bad stream. You know, I've been fucking up. Yeah. I also do in fact have compliment for those who have who don't peruse the channel emojis, or just watch us on YouTube, like, I guess, fine. Come and join us on Twitch. My channel does have emojis for brick separator moments and floor bricks. I am also entirely up for, yeah, there it is. I'm entirely up for up to notes. Anything you think would make it better. I make my own emojis. Now, if you want to force me to just make a change, like, you know, then you can spend points for that also. That is one of the things that you can spend points for, is just be like, I want it different. And I'll just be like, okay, Yeah. But suggestions are always valid, you know. Will I always listen to them? No, but, you know, you can... Yeah. Yeah, like that. Like that. Okay. Water and posture. Oh, that's not right. There we go. You know, like... the literal black pieces are easier to see, distinguished, like, than the navy blue. Like, come on. Fix this, Lego. Come on. There it is, see? Look. That's just the darkest, like, black on, you know, with black pieces all around it. And they know how to put the little white, you know, white outlines for the pieces. What do they do for the frickin' dark blue? The navy blue? Like, black lines. I cannot see that. I cannot... Like, y'all's view from up there can tell what's kind of going on here. This is just a rectangular mass, you know? Come on, Lego. Fix it. There we go. Now for the head. So where this one's built, I think this one's a little different than the other one. No? Maybe not. Maybe I don't. I swear it's a little different. I guess I don't remember. Is it a different dome? Yeah, it's a different dome. Okay. Okay, what did I mess up? 2 of those. Okay. I think I just fixed that in one of the most directly indirect ways I've ever done, where I just slid it in underneath, because this center part is not actually attached to any of this, so I was able to just, you know, boop. All right. So bewitchingly me, I know this was all the way back when you joined. What Lego set are you building? Ah, I think I saw a picture of that. You built a little dice tower out of Legos. Was that free-handed, or did you find instructions online, or did you make instructions beforehand? Which I guess I will quantify as a distinction from free-handing. Yeah, nice. Yeah, guessing and checking. I've done some master building, as they may call it. But yeah, it's really. But yeah, it's. I don't have the supplies to do it, really. Like, I mean, yeah, if I were to pull apart some sets I have, I'd have plenty of pieces, but like most of my pieces that are not in a set are, you know, oh there. Yeah. Are just like small bits, you know. I don't really have a lot of big bricks to really just build with, you know. Mostly just junk like this. I need to get just like some bricks. All right, accessory time. Oh yeah, I mean, I do have that is the reason why I have some bricks to work with. I swear, did I hear? If I am missing a brick, then I will scour the floor. Because I think I heard something drop. Because I think I heard something like roll around on the floor, but didn't see it. So we will assume that we're good for the moment. But yeah. Late 90s, early aughts. old sets that are no longer together are where all of the pieces I do have come from, that aren't just, you know, all the loose pieces. I used to, so some of it was also less sets that I pulled apart and more bulk, like secondhand Lego, like from garage sales and such. I did get a couple of those, but like they honestly have a lot less usable shit than you'd think. More, you know, more interesting shit and some definitely usable stuff, but like, you know, what am I supposed to do with the hull of one of the like pre-formed ship pieces except make the ship, you know? Like, okay, yes, obviously you can make a different ship out of it, but like, you know, it limits you to the direction of building a boat, you know? Which isn't bad, it's just, you know. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. What do? Now, the really cool stuff is when you're able to get, like, a bin of, a bin of just, like, Bionicle parts, and then you sift through that and find what you can out of that. That's cool. But again, what am I doing with that besides rebuilding Bionicles, you know? Building your own Bionicle sometimes, you know, going rogue and just going, yep, I got parts. Let's build some Bionicles. But again, you know, that's a little bit different, you know. Top hat. Some very quick and almost lazy glasses. Wait. Right there. I have no clue how this looks because I cannot see right now. And a bow tie. Sure. Okay, so we have little blasters to equip this droid with. All right. Some serious D squad action going on. Actually, Jesus, can y'all see the, like, see, the lighting's actually gonna be better on this one. Just the, what's wrong with that? Just, like, this doesn't look right. This just doesn't look right, you know? But, you know, alright. Looks Doctor Who-esque, you know? I can agree with that. I can agree with that. It's just so... yeah. It's a goodie. It's a goodie pill. Yeah. Shit. Oh, there it is. Instructions said that I should have had exactly 6 studs, and I knew I just used 6, and these things do give you extras of studs. So I checked around and looked again. I found a stud. That was number 4. You got it. You got it, Fire. Yeah. Found it. But yeah. Goody 2 shoes looking fella. Goofy. A goofy 2 shoes looking fella. How about that? Where do I stash this? Because now it's too much for the... Just in the back of the head. Just on the back of the head. Don't look back there. Yep, and then instructions about mixing and matching, which again, we'll do... We're not going to follow instructions on how to mix and match. That's something you do with your heart. Alright. QTKT, or is it R2KT? Fuck. Yeah, it's R2KT. I always, for a moment, I always forget which one is the canon name and which one was the original fan name. Technically fan name, technically, but yeah. Argue. Do you have the minifig version of this one? I should get all the minifig versions of these, because I don't know if I have the minifig version of this specifically, but I got an astromech that's close that I could probably grab. And I definitely have an R2 minifigs. I've got like 1 chopper minifig. TBB. To be built. But I do have the special minifig that was released for this astromech. It was one of the other special ones, you know, so. Yeah. Fine. It's fine. It's fine. Got it. Ow, ow. Just gonna preload all that. Oh, wait, that's a different color. There we go. Ooh. 8. Hey. Hydration. I'll say, you've been lurking for a bit, or just yep, you're awake. Fair, fair. I'll say how I was about to ask how your day's been, but all right, stretch. I'm everyone's plaything some days. All right. And there we go. Stretched. Y'all making me learn and maintain good habits. How dare y'all? Yeah, I thought so. I thought I'm not good at always remembering exactly everyone's schedule. I thought that it was, because you woke up late, but I didn't know you wake up and then like immediately roll onto the stream, like roll out of bed, and, you know, um. So like yeah, I hope you've had a decent wake up so far. Fire, why are you trying to cause chaos? Why would you ban the letter E? Would banning the letter E work like that? Would it ban all words that contain the letter E, or just if you just sent just the letter E on its own? I don't. Why? But also, why? Why, Afira? Why have you woken up today and chosen violence? Things to think about. Ooh. Ominous. Thank you. But yeah, no, I mean, fair, yeah. You're just still there in bed with your phone. Absolutely. That is kind of what I meant. Let's be fair. I know what it's like. But yeah. If one day chat is incredibly silent except for some very weird vague words that are like, like what are you trying to tell me? Shit. But yeah, if chat ever gets cryptic, I will know that Afira has banned the letter E. Number 5, Afira. It rolled right off. Stupid floor bricks. more astromech. You just need to do the accessories. R2KT. She's the girl astromech. Problematically so. But an actual girl chose the colors, I believe. So, you know, yay? Well, I'll get your number for you in a second, Ephira. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pieces. It was four pieces more. God freaking. Alright. Kinda thought today would be a bit of an upper number day based off of how we started, but you know, we're it's still okay. We're still doing fine. 9 is nowhere near the worst we've done. A flower hat, I guess, for the girl astromech, because that's not at all a commentary or anything. Nope. I guess she gets cool sunglasses also. Fine. Got it. All right, there. Figured it out. The sunglasses don't even cover her eye. Like, sunglasses, eye, Come on, y'all. Like a butterfly? God, fuck. It's 10. It's 10 pieces for the freaking entire butterfly bow tie thing. But butterfly bow, that's also... Honestly, y'all, like... I suppose I appreciate that it is a, you know, you can place it how you want kind of deal. Like, oh, you can place it like that, but, or like... But, like, you know, that it's got options, but you know. Yeah, alright. Okay, 19 is pretty bad. Without... Not counting the really big mishap days, that's up there now. Yeah, okay. I will swap their accessories. I have one more. Got one more to make, and not all accessories are going to be able to be put on all of the droids. Like this one's got the little sensor dish that needs to be accounted for. So I don't think I can put the headphones on this one, even though I really would want to, I'll figure it out because I want to put the headphones on this one. You know, I'll figure it out. But we have Chopper left to build. C1 10P Chopper. Realistically, this Chopper build should not have very easy swappability with the rest of these astromechs, because whereas the rest of these are R series, this is a C1 series, which is an entirely different production line. Yes, they have some superficial similarities visually, but that doesn't mean that their parts are just immediately swappable. A C1 is squatter and like basically a C1 is if you took an R series astromech and then like squished it, so you know, like, you know, so you can imagine how various parts of a C1 astromech wouldn't be immediately usable for a R series. Entirely different, like, dimensions for certain things, you know? Which is actually also interesting, because when they made a, you know, real life version of Chopper, this was like way back in the day, like before Ahsoka, you know, kind of a series kind of deal, not before the character Ahsoka, just before the show. Back when Chopper was made for Rebels, they of course contacted the R2 Builders Club to get them to build a real life, you know, version of Chopper for use at, you know, things like Rebels events and various other Star Wars things, you know. And here's the thing, because Star Wars isn't always made with real life stuff in mind, you know, especially because it was an animated show. They made the dimensions of Chopper, and it was based off of, you know, a bunch of other stuff. And I'm sure some of the stuff that they did on the show was based off of that they had Chopper to work around. Sometimes they don't, because then you can tell that sometimes when it's like, how did Chopper make it into this room? But Chopper is, of course, wider than the average astromech. Which was a slight concern when they were making the real life one, because they're like, okay, well, if it's wider than an R2, these are the dimensions that it would be. These are the dimensions of Chopper, you know? And they're like, can we fit this through a standard door frame? Only just barely. Only just barely. I hope I rambled to enough information for y'all, because I feel like that one was getting away from me. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right, get food. Thanks you for stopping in and chatting. It's nice. I hope you have a delicious, delicious meal. Right? Come back whenever. Right, bye. Yep. Nom nom nom. Just remembered I gotta eat. Me, the second I stop streaming, also, by the way. build the C1 series third leg. It's got a wheel. It's got an actual wheel. All right, let's see, and then we do this. Wrong direction entirely. I don't know what I was thinking. Or wrong side entirely. Yeah, there. Just make sure I got that angled right. Yep, yep. All right. Do you think these are going to be the same length? Huh. They really shouldn't be. Maybe not. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see. Ooh. Got it. Yeah, let's move you back a bit. So I can... Oh, wait. Shit, this is Chopper. These are not exact duplicate legs. Yeah, damn. Whoops. I hope it's been okay up to this point. Chopper does not have two exactly the same legs. Chopper does have a replacement leg that is not the exact same color. So I need to hopefully not redo any of that. Yeah, Chopper lost a leg in the war and then got a different one. Feel that, yeah. My morning routines aren't normally in the morning either, and being a functional person is hard. Yeah. Pretending to be a functional person is pretty accurate, yeah. Okay, this is a smaller leg than the other ones. I don't know. So, am I gonna really be able to interchange any of these parts with Chopper? Huh. I mean, that's good. Accuracy, sure. But also, huh. Yeah. Pretending to be people is hard sometimes. Okay, good. Built up to the point where they do diverge. Maybe I'll find comfort in a life where we don't have to mask all as much all the time. But until we do, oh yeah, pretending to people is hard. Go in there. Oh, duh. I didn't actually open the next bag. I was like, where are those parts? Yep. There we go. Our favorite little mechanical war criminal. Yeah. It's actually whee. All right. Final accessories bag. Shit. Well, floor brick number 20. Fine. Sure. There's celebrations for you. For me, not so much. But, you know, I at least can understand your revelry. I know. You're on the floor batting at them. I know. I do imagine that all the time. Now, that does actually bring me to a thought I've been having, because of course I brought a negative connotation to the floor bricks emoji. I should... Yeah, gunpla dropping pieces, yeah, oof. Did you keep track? How many floor gunpla was there? Huh? $16? Alright. I just have to do better than 16 next time I do a gunpla. Nearly, oh yeah. Ugh. I nearly lost a few pieces last time also. Hey, I'm doing all right. How are you doing? Done randomly. Yeah, not floor. Not. Safe. Yeah. But yeah, we are about to finish building our droids, and then we will go through and re-accessorize them. Because they have... No. Okay, maybe I did drop more than one piece. So I don't see... Shit. I'm missing pieces. It's not under the booklet. Damn it. Okay, I'm not blind, right? They're not just right there and I'm just not seeing them? No? Okay. Time. I didn't knock any of that over. Good, because that stuff is all very precarious. Alright. See. Okay, there's one of them. Ooh. Fair, fair. Polycules looking out for their own. But also, oh, you've been adding I don't think you mentioned that you're adding people to your thing, to your Pokemon ROM. That's cool. That's really cool. Fair, fair. Yeah, that's accurate. You can add 2 to the floor brick count of Fyra. God damn it. Yeah, go ahead. You can talk a bit about it. I'm interested in hearing. And I mean, you're not just some random person. Wait, well, I mean, you are kind of a random person, but not like a rando. You're just, literally random. Fancy hat. Oh yeah, that's nice. Yeah, yeah. That is pretty cool. That's I mean, I wouldn't mind. I mean, if I were to make something like that, which I have no skills whatsoever to be able to do it, but if I were, yeah, that would be. I'd love to do stuff like that and make. Number 23. All right, all right, all right. Fair. 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 Queer relationships are not necessarily. It's also so straightforward, but Oh, come on. Come on. I didn't knock off another piece while I wasn't looking, did I? Come on, no! No! It's gotta be here, right? Jeez. $24. Elvira. 24. Oof. That's rough. Yeah, if you don't know anything about the guy and they can't supply information, that is so rough. Also, how can you not supply information about one of your about a partner? Like, jeez. Yes, I know. That is the common. That is commonly what. It's commonly what y'all do. Fair. It's interesting. Elvira. Elvira. Yeah, yeah. Lesbian. Holy shit. I just got the joke. Give me a second. Let me finish this up and then I'll share. Just made a cowboy hat for Chopper. We just made a cowboy hat for Chopper. So, the creator of Rebels and also created Clone Wars and is basically the lead guy for most of modern Disney Star Wars. Not the movies. Didn't have anything to do with Andor. But like the TV shows, you know? Mandalorian, Ahsoka, all of those things. Dave Filoni. He is notorious, or I don't know if notorious is quite the right word, but yeah, Dave Filoni wears a cowboy hat. Dave Filoni voiced Chopper. Look, I don't think he'll let Ahsoka's story end. It just hasn't gotten to an end yet. All right, give him time. I'm sorry, we don't hate Filoni here. Like, I will accept some criticism in certain ways. Like, he is absolutely the deep lore guy, but like, we don't. He does good work, but Filoni voices Chopper, and we just made a cowboy hat for Chopper. Someone knew. Someone knew what they were doing. Tough Dyke, yeah. You say that like as if okay, you say that like as if she would just cease existing after walking out of Clone Wars. Like, first of all, um, if you mean her original ending when they got canceled, the season 4 ending, uh, of course they were gonna bring her back for season 5 ending. Season 5? Yeah, the season 5 ending. Of course they were gonna bring her back for season 7 of Clone Wars. It's her show. I know that she was not originally supposed to be the primary protagonist of the Clone Wars show. I know she was just supposed to be there and to support Anakin, but it was her show, so of course they're going to bring her back for that. And they brought her in for Rebels. That was supposed to be a bit of a giving her an end. I admit they could have definitely ended it there. But it's not like they've done some egregious it's not like her existing in these shows has been a negative impact. It's not like they're doing poorly with her. A second hat? Why I don't have enough heads for all these hats. But I do believe that that her story will end when the Ahsoka series ends. Yeah. They Which game? Well, was that Black 2 and White 2 that they had the movie gimmick? I think I vaguely remember that, but only abstractly. I never played Black 2 and White 2. Yeah. True, fair. Yeah, that's Elvira. Pokestars. Yeah, well. Yeah, people are litigious in corporate America. No, I had that wrong. Yep. Yeah. No, I know. Yeah, I know of Vampira. It was very clearly supposed to be, you know, a parody of Vampira. Like, absolutely. You know? And yeah, Vampira was kind of a spoof of Morticia. Like, you know, originality is not as sacred as people think it is. And inspiration is not as harmful as some people might think, you know. Taking inspiration from something else is completely natural. Yeah. I think let's actually just snap that up just a smidge. I think. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, I have an extra baseball hat here, which I don't... I guess we're gonna give it to... Let's see if I can... Oh, I can move the mustache up also. Or did I have it way too far down already? Huh. Is the mustache supposed to be down there? Huh, whatever. Yeah, but Elvira is very clearly a you know, a comedy bit. Like it was satiring and a little, not satiring per se, but yeah, no, there's a difference. There's a difference than just stealing someone else's gimmick, okay? Let's see. So we got our droids, and I'm actually gonna de-accessorize like all of them. Except for Chopper. Chopper gets to stay like that. Let's see what I can do. Yeah. Lesbianism do be like that. Alright, let's see if I can get this onto you. Yeah? It doesn't connect. I'm worried that that's just gonna... You get the headphones, girl. Honestly, with the headphones, I will give you back the sunglasses, I think. If only I could fix the fact that it doesn't even cover your eye. But that's gonna be a problem for all of them. Except for you, but I guess you get to keep the glasses. Ugh, it's a little uncanny. You can't have glasses and the hat. I feel like the hat makes it a little bit less. Alright. Yeah. Fine. There. Oh, that was blocking view a little bit, sorry. Alright. There you go. We have not Filoni. We have the T-Girl DJ. Awards Ceremony R2. And what was left over. Well, to be fair, we also have literal leftover accessories that I'm just not using. Also, but yeah, you know. I wonder if I can... I wonder if there's a way to... Ooh! Roasted broccoli and garlic rice. Ooh. And I have hydrated. There you go. Alright, let's see. Can I actually... If I put this on the hat... Nah, I like it was just the headphones anyway. Alright. And then... I mean, there's one more hat that is physically usable anyway, so I mean, those are going to be extra anyway. I don't think I really want to put the bow on the... You know what? I guess it's fine. Let's put the bow on the leftover. Oh! And the rubber duck floaty literally replaces a section of, like, the torso anyway. So, like, I mean, I'm gonna have an extra bit lying around either way, so might as well just, you know... Ooh, can I actually... There we go. Doesn't exactly connect on perfectly, but we've given the hat to the rubber ducky. Can I... Like that? Is that... No. Oh, oh. Yeah, just kind of sit in there. Yeah. It is forward heavy now. All right, one last time. R2 KT, R2 D2. I don't know what this one's is. And C110P. Yeah. There you go. I'm going to put these down here to the side. Get us reset up for some... It is a dapper R2. Oh, and before I put her away again, one last look at little Leia. And Lola. Little Leia and Lola. Up there and then there. There. I mean... Alright. I'll be right back once I've moved the camera and reset back up. Just one moment. Yeah, I know I'm not muted. I just need to just reset up the cameras, you know, and other stuff. Did I say something that out loud that I shouldn't have said out loud? There. Thank you. I appreciate it. Took a second longer to reset up than I was expecting. Otherwise, I guess I would have muted it, but you know. Yeah, we're ready for... Ooh, wait, let me... Why is it there? No, I... Ooh. There. All right. And we have... Wordle. Wordle. All right. Fair. All right. What word should we start with? 5-letter word. I'm thinking... Ghost. Okay, none of those letters except for a T. Okay, okay. Nope, nope, nope. Can't have it. Can't have an H. Trips. Nope, no S's. Damn. Trank. Truck is a good one. Truck or track would have been a good one, except we know it's not doesn't have an R or a K now. So, but it does start with a T. Does start with a T. Twice. Well, it was worth a try. So it's got a T and an I. Huh. Tide. Yeah. T-I. You know. I guess, yeah, it could be tidy. Tiffy. Tilly, yeah. Shit. Timmy's a name. This game doesn't use names, right? Right? If I could have had an S, I would have guessed tipsy. Tizzy? Oh, Tizzy's a good word. Tizzy was a good word. Yep. Yep. Woo! Alright. Now it's just 4 time over. Let's start with the singles winner, which understandably doesn't get us a lot this time. Let's just throw an opera in here just to get some vowels. Yeah, super cool. Oof. You know, Kit Kat. Depot is with an E. So Depot. No. I don't think we can try for that one yet. Let's... Shoosh. Manic. Okay. That's good. That's good. Got us a bit of information. We have all the letters for this word now, so we should be able to figure it out. Pinot. Pinto. Fine. Freaking. You game or your Pinto. Okay, so now we have to get all three of these ones exactly on. Yeah, well, we knew the second letter was an I and the third letter was an N. But yeah, point is possible with those letters. Okay, so what's this one? I know we got an A and an N that we're not sure exactly where it goes, and then it ends with an IL. So A is not here, but it could be the first letter. So if A is the first letter, N is the second letter. But N could be the first letter, and then A would be the third letter. Let's try A-N, and then we'll try N something A. Anvil. Fuck. Alright, well. Yeah. We can't complete it, but we're gonna do our best. We're gonna do our best. Something... Nail. Snail. It's a snail. Snail. Alright, good luck with the food. Have good sustenance. Eat well. Jeez. Okay, this has an S. We know where the A and the T is. It also has an E. So... Eight... That's the wrong way around. For sweet, it's EA, not AE. Never mind. It doesn't start with an S either. Duh. Asked. What if it's AST? Asked. Feast. Could be feast. Alright, we got 3 out of 4 words, and the word we need to get was need. Okay, well, can't win them all. What am I? There we are. Alright, we're doing connections. Let's see. Can we get today's? Alright. Yada yada? Okay. Festivus. Vaporization, melting, condensation, freezing. Alright, good. Because if that wasn't it, then... Alright. Regifting. Oof. Rude. Icing, gravy, bonus, extra. Yes, additional perks. Contraction, quote, yada yada shrinkage? Nope. That was kind of a shot in the dark, let's be fair. Jeez. Foot, Festivus, regifting, yada yada? Shit, that is one away though. I don't know what the... I don't know which one to drop though. That was another shot in the dark, kind of like, I don't know, Christmas, but like, who knows? Who knows? All right. Contraction. Contraction, what? No. Conjunction, junction, what's your function? Not contraction. Foot. Festivus, foot, regifting. Possessive. Okay, so yada yada was part of this grouping here. And Festivus, foot, and regifting is the one I need to drop. Excellent. And we know possessive is not part of one of the things we need to swap to. So, Festivus, foot, regifting, yada yada, yada yada. Is Seinfeld or something? I forget. Seinfeld's one with the yada yadas, right? I don't know Seinfeld. I'm not even sure if I got that right, and I'm at least close enough that I know that might be related to the TV show. Okay, so with that in mind, Festivus, probably more TV show stuff, right? This is a possessive. Well, what does possessive connect with? Let's work at the other direction. Possessive quote contraction foot. No, because I tried this with shrinkage and it wasn't one off. So, okay, so possessive quote. Okay, so possessive quote shrinkage and contraction. One of the groups of Festivus, yada, foot, and regifting needs to swap one of these things with possessive quote shrinkage contraction. So, what is the grouping that I can figure out between possessive shrinkage quote and contraction? Quote or contraction. Quote, contraction, shrinkage is one of... No. Shit. I swear it was... I didn't get a one-off when I did quote, foot, contraction, shrinkage, right? Jesus. Alright, what about... Was that one off? I had to have just missed it. Because there's no way. If this is one off, let's say I swap to that, then... Oh, no, wait. Yeah. Yeah. So one of these, I already knew that because I need to take out possess. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and then one of these ones. Yeah, that's not a difference of one from that grouping I tried there. So foot stays. Foot is part of this group. Yeah. Because if I swapped foot for shrinkage, then it would be, yeah. Okay, so foot, Festivus, yada yada. Let's try that. So regifting is the one that's wrong. Possessive, regifting, quote, contraction. So shrinkage. Damn. Possessive, quote, foot. Let me see. Oh, I need to see that. Contraction, foot, possessive, quote. Shrinkage was... No, I swear. Okay, maybe it must have been a one-off and I missed. I must have said one-off and I missed it. Oh, well. I almost logicked my way into that one. Crossword puzzle? Ceremonial band. I don't know. A sash? First official state and gesture following a 2024 Hawaiian bill. Official state hand gesture following a... Oh. Huh. I don't know that one. I don't follow Hawaiian news. I'm sorry. I don't live in Hawaii. Tarot. No, that one. Just love? I don't know. Boardwalk has the highest one on a Monopoly board. Oh, cost? Rent? It's either cost or rent, you know? Or maybe it wasn't rent. We'll see. Cool place to be on a sunny day. Cool place to be on a sunny day? The shade? Yeah, it's rent. Shade. Hybrid athletic garment. I'm not an athlete. Just loathe. Just hate, just loathe. Hate. Adore. One whose name is in lights. A star. A handshake? Fair. Okay, handshake makes sense. What was the other things that we didn't, 2 and 3 down? Aaron. Oh, name that came first during an alphabetical roll call. Fair. I somehow skipped over that one entirely. Didn't even... Whatever. And Skort. Hybrid athletic garment. Skort. Yeah, that tracks, actually. Alright. Gaindle. No, I want to stay in. There. Alright. That's a bunch of buzzing. I should check to make sure that's not an emergency. Nope. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Sometimes when... Try not to check my phone, but don't silence it entirely, so if I get a bunch of buzzing, I'm like, I should check what that is. Wasn't anything to concern, though. Just a bunch of coincidentally concurrent notifications. Alright, no clue. I don't recognize this in the slightest. Like, in the slightest. No, wait a second. I do recognize this. Two? Yeah. Yeah, okay. this I definitely don't recognize. I don't know. Wait a second. I think I've seen a clip with her. No, just someone who looks similar. Okay, well, it's some sort of fantasy setting. I can't even make guesses at this. Okay, you know what? Yeah, we're Rogue Galaxy. Okay, well, my guess that it was maybe fantasy related was also entirely wrong because they. But yeah, okay. Never heard of it. Never even heard of it. Character. Oh, we suck at characters. Yeah, never heard of it. Is that a sword? A bat? Is that the nurse from Silent Hill? I don't know. Fuck yeah. Okay. I'm pleasantly surprised on that one. I will admit. I didn't even know what her name would be. I am so glad that nurse is just part of her name, because then I would have never gotten it. I've never actually played a Silent Hill game. Alright. NYC Gangs sequel Subway. Did one of the Grand Theft Autos take place in New York? I don't know. Let's try 3. No. Arrests, gunfight, warrants, nightclub. Again, the fourth one, well, it's fair. But it's not a Grand Theft Auto. God, there are so many games that take place in New York. I don't know, was there a nightclub in Spider-Man 2? I don't know if warrants is... Well, you're not really arresting. Well, arrests and warrants. No, what was it called? No. The Rain detective game, was that in New York? No, but that's not a sequel. So, arrests, gunfight, warrants, nightclub. What comes up if I put in the word police? Police Quest 3. Sure. Safe house shootouts, corruption, undercover. What if I just put in the word undercover? Need for Speed. It's not a Need for Speed game. Well, no, it's not a Need for Speed game. It's not a Yakuza game, right? That's the entire wrong side of the world. I guess, to be fair, that would be if undercover just means that there's someone undercover, whereas if you are undercover, yeah, I got no clue. Interrogation, drug bust, open... It wouldn't be Watch Dogs because there were no arrests or warrants in that one, I don't think, because you're playing as a hacktivist group of kinds, you know? So I don't think... I played the first two Watch Dog games, and I have Watchdog Legions, and I've never got around to playing it. But Legions takes place in like London, so it definitely isn't that one, and it's not the first two. I don't think so, because the second one I want to say took place somewhere in like New England area, you know, and then the first one could have been New York, but I don't think the rest of this tracks. But open world patrol car. There's a game. There is a game. I've seen clips from it now that I think about it. There's a game where you play as cops, and you're definitely corrupt cops, or at least you can play as corrupt cops because the game encourages it. Because you know there are no good cops. But I don't know what it's called. What about? No. Cop? Robocop. Rogue City. Ah, sure. Shooter adventure. Yeah, okay. Xbox, PlayStation 2. It's a PlayStation 2 game, maybe. Yeah, okay. Strip club, crime scene, police radio, street races. Okay, well, actually, it's a PS2 game. Xbox and PS2. So, no, it's old enough that it's not going to be something recent that I've seen some clips from. Jeez, what? Street police. It's a PS2 game. I could know this. I don't know this. Side missions, hostile drive-by shooting, hand combat, morality system. Yep, we're just... True crime. New York City. I should have tried checking for if New York was in the title of the game. Damn it. But no, yeah, I never would have gotten this. I never would have gotten this if it didn't have, like, New York City in the title. I guess I could have tried searching for crime, but still. Ah, well. True Crime City. True Crime New York City. Oh, well, there was two of these, apparently. Let's see. Much more recent game. Alright, let's go for 2014-ish. What about... Nah, you know what? Stardew Valley. Duh, wait, it's not a single player game. We're looking at single player games. Why did I... Whatever, it gave us information. Oh, a recent single player game. Well, somewhat recent single player game. Let's be fair. I don't fucking know. Valhalla? Has that been more recent than... Okay. It's 2017 and 2019. Great. My Dead Zone years. As my famously I mentioned Dead Zone years. It's fucking, of course, it's always video games that from the years I wasn't playing video games. All right. 17 to 19. Let's see. It's not an Ubisoft game. It's not an Activision game. It's gotta be like a first-person game. Like a first-person game from like 2018. Jeez. Could be... Oof. Fair. Okay. Yeah, it's a first-person game. I guess it could be a purely... I guess it could be... Well, no, because these are yellow, not red. So it's all of these. Okay, it's all views. It's a game that has all views available. But it's a single-player game. It is a... fantasy game. Potentially open world or sandbox. Potentially business. Probably not business. Could be historical stealth. Probably not, though. Let's see. It is an RPG adventure, potentially. It's not an indie game. It's not an indie game, which means I'm more likely to have heard about it. First person RPG. First person advent. Sorry, it's not necessarily a first person. It's an all view single player RPG adventure fantasy action. Well, it might not be action. Did these become no? Yeah. Oh, it's not an adventure game. Yeah, so it's an RPG. It's an RPG. It's a fantasy RPG. It's a fantasy RPG from like 2017. Okay, never mind. I don't know what this is. I have no way of knowing what this is. I don't know. How about Fire Emblem? Who knows? Which Fire Emblem? I don't know, but it'll get me if it's a Fire Emblem game. Let's go with this one. It is not. Okay. Jesus. Probably not a Warfare. Let's see. First person 2017 game. Fine. We're gonna use it. No, one more guess. One more guess. Nah, we're using it. Platinum and Square Enix. Oh, it is a Final Fantasy game. It is a Final Fantasy game. Wait. 2017. Bravely Default? No, that was 2013. Fair. Final Fantasy. Wait, it's a Platinum Games. Where's the devs? And Square Enix only published it. Plus... Okay, so if Platinum Games were the developers and Square Enix only published, that means it's probably not... whatever. I've got enough guesses. Let's just get a Final Fantasy in there. So, 2017. Is that 14? Is that why it's not? Platinum doesn't do. That's not 14. But I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up. Okay, so that one was, because I knew Platinum and Square Enix. Favorite game? Let's see. What is your favorite game? What is Evelyn's favorite game? Is it... I know you like the Souls-likes, but you also like... Was it Stellaris? Or was that... Nier Automata? Oh! Sure. Was Nier Automata. Thank you. 27. That was 2017. Fair. Platinum and Square. Okay. Yeah. Does have the right vibes for what I was thinking. As soon as you saw that, yeah, that tracks. All right, Pokemon. Evolved by leveling up? That's like such an almost no, like fair. You know what? I'm gonna do something stupid. I'm I think I'm gonna just. So I know you're not here, or you're probably not here, but we're gonna finally get your So Go Goat the Goat, this one's for you. Callus was the right gen, right? Yeah. And Skidoo. Fuck, did you not love evolved by I need the post evolution. Fuck, post evolution. Wait, then why are you need a final evolution and a Pokemon? Okay, you know what? Fuck you. Fuck you, game. Fuck you. Alright, ground type from Kalos. Honestly, I'm not even gonna worry about that right now. Final evolution from Alola. I'm gonna be stupid and put a Solgaleo in here. Cause it does evolve. But then it evolved by level up. Let's go with see a final evolution that's a fire type Pokemon. Let's go with Chandelier. And any fire type Pokemon evolves by leveling up. How about does Arcanine by level up, or is that a Firestone? Just to be safe, let's actually Houndoom. Fire Ground. Oh, jeez, Fire Ground. Well, I don't need to worry about that right now. Ground type Kalos. Jeez. Kalos. Ground type. I liked Kalos. Why am I so bad at remembering what Pokemon actually came from Kalos? What about... No, that's an Unova Pokemon. I was about to say Krokorok. No, that's an Unova Pokemon. Kalosian. Damn you, Kalos. Alright, well, let's just... Any Pokemon that levels up. Doublade. And then fire... Let's see. A Kalosian ground-type Pokemon, or can I remember what Pokemon is ground fire? I'm gonna make a slight guess here. Cool. I couldn't remember if it was park ground type, but it was like, I'm pretty sure it is. Diggersby. Zygarde. Zygarde's ground type? Okay, fine. Diggersby, though. Oof. Did I get... Most common was Camerupt. Yep. And Mudbray was most common. Okay, fair. Fine. Numel was... Okay, fair. Sylveon. Ugh. I mean, there's more to it than by love. Fine. Okay. Let's do these Star Wars. Let's see. Why do they always start with eye color? Okay, Hazel. I don't know. Anakin? it is a guy. I don't know, a Bail Organa. Light skin. Han Solo. I have no clue what anyone's eye color is. KA-74 blaster rifle? KA-74. KA-74. Who wields a KA-74 blaster rifle? Someone with a rifle to start off. A guy with a rifle. Light-skinned guy with a rifle. Yeah, time to start studying people's eye colors. Ugh! I'm so bad at that. Alright, let's see, a KA-74 could be a few people. I'm just not entirely sure which one is a KA-74. I need to research my guns, apparently. Someone who wields a rifle, though. Which does narrow that narrows it down quite a lot. Let's go with Homeworld Tatooine. Okay, well, let's go. It's gonna be Owen or Klieg. Let's go with Owen. Book of Boba Fett appearance. Never mind. Okay. Fuck. There are a bunch of randos in that had names that. Okay. I think I know who you are. I do not know your name. Okay. Okay. But I don't know the name, so you know what? You're right. You're right. Yeah, because I can just put in a and then just yeah. This is totally not cheating. Nope. Let's see. Let's see. Still not seeing it. Okay, we got to those. Well, I'm going to think their name doesn't have an A in it. I think they've added some people since last time, you know? What about an E? Does their name have an E? Start back from the top. I am presuming that their name does in fact have a vowel in it, of course. Which is, I know, an imperfect criteria. I don't know if Carson's home planet. It's probably not Tatooine. It's probably not. But he was in Book of Boba Fett, and he does have a blaster rifle. Huh. I'll keep that in mind. You know what? It's a guess. Quite honestly, it is a guess that could further our information. So once I get to the bottom of the E's, I will just poke it and see what happens, you know? I find it kind of unlikely his homeworld is Tatooine, but it's not impossible. I don't know where he's from. Blonde hair? Luke does not use a blaster rifle, so it can't be Luke, right? Just fucking... Maybe Luke has used a blaster rifle at some point. No. Okay. HF-94 heavy blaster pistol. That does help some, yes. Tried E. I. Let's go with the eyes. It's none of these. Gideon Hask. All right, you know what? I know that they moved it around so that this used to always be a feature you could access from the main page, but I know that recently they added it to you could just access it from any of these. So I'm sorry, y'all. Book of Boba Fett. Fucking who was in Book of Boba Fett? You don't use a maybe. You don't use a rifle though. He might have had a rifle at some point. I should have just guessed Cobb Vanth. So yeah, no, the random miscellaneous guy that I was thinking of isn't even an option. All right, so yeah, it's just Cobb Vanth. It's just Cobb Vanth. I should have just tried Cobb Vanth. I don't remember him ever using a rifle. No, I guess he did use a rifle when they were fighting the crate dragon, maybe. Yeah, it's Cobb Vanth. Okay, all right. But yeah, no, what's his name? I will figure that out later, but I was thinking of a guy who fit all the rest of those descriptions. Basically everything, you know? That was in Book of Boba Fett, but he's not relevant enough. The game doesn't care about him. Alright. Is it Padme? No, is it Tarf? Captain? Duh, no. Of course, they wouldn't have the captain part, but yeah. There, I've redeemed myself on that last one, okay? If anyone else could get that one from that pixelation for in one, I'm absolutely certain there are people who could. I'm not saying I'm unique on that. I'm just saying, you know, that balances out. That balances it out, you know? Terran Malicos. Interesting. Okay. A character that only appears in the Star Wars Jedi series. Is Force sensitive. It's Marin. It's Marin. Sorry. Was it M? Yeah, it's E. No, it's not. What other Force sensitive? Oh, duh. I went the wrong direction. Seer. Trilla? Masana Tide. You're right. I got two. It's not a human. It's not a human. I should have. It's Masana fucking Tide. Okay, yes, game. I know who I'm looking for. You don't know who I'm looking for. Fucking. Her name's Masana Tide, and if you're gonna have Trilla Sidari and Reva Savander listed on their thing, you're gonna list Masana Tide for her also. There. Fucking last fucking galaxy. I should have. I knew it wasn't a human based off that first one. I don't know why I went with Trilla and Seer. I just, you know, you get a little focus on the bigger characters, you know? Ah, well. I got her. That's what matters. Yeah. Alright. I need to write more letters to people who make Star Wars games, is what I'm hearing. You know, well, overall, pretty good, you know. I did alright. Alright. It's been a great day. We got our build done. We did some of our brain games. We haven't done either of those things in a while because of stuff that's happened. Stupid freaking weather. Alright, but on Wednesday, we will be doing more Outer Wilds. I'll be starting the DLC. And then on Sunday, I will be starting Trials and Tribulations. You know, the third Phoenix Wright game. I will this week. I will not have shit going wrong and things happening. Well, there's less more going wrong and more just, yeah. It was a long weekend. And yet a short one too. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't like long in an entirely bad way, but like, yeah, stuff happened. Okay. But yeah. Thank you, my stars. It's been a nice day. I hope y'all had a good time. Yes, thank you, Evelyn. So my stars. I will see y'all when I see y'all. Right? Bye.